It's literally a scream. Okay guys, I just need some time. I'm gonna change my look and we're gonna start the video. I'm just kidding, just in case. Why it's so freezing? I gotta close the window because it's like I just farted. I'm really sorry. It's so embarrassing. I'm really sorry. Okay, hold on. I gotta change my clothes. Hold this. God, why do you look so creepy? Hold on. Wait a second. I'm gonna close the window and change my clothes. Hold on a second. Hi, I'm back, and basically this video about my favorite books. I'm gonna make a review and all these things. What the hell? And you can see the piles there. I know it's a little mess. It wasn't supposed to look like this. I'm really sorry in advance. Hold on. It's just a mess. Basically, I'm gonna show you one of my favorite books. And in that video, I just wanted to tell that not like one of my favorite books, but like my favorite books, just like my favorite books. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna obviously tell you about that. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I'm trying to be loud because I'm actually like quite person, you know? It's like, that's what I wanted to tell you. I'm really silent person in a nutshell, and you know, I'm hush. Actually, like a bunch of people, they just literally don't hear me when I'm talking. For instance, every single time when I respond on the classes, my teachers don't hear me. They literally don't hear me. Every single time they ask me to repeat like a bunch of times, or like they even ask me to approach to them and tell them the question, or they just approach to me and they ask me the question again because I'm actually really quiet. And every single time when I try to be loud, I'm literally yelling, and every single time people just say me like, can you be quieter please? Why are you so loud? Because I rather can yell or I rather can be really quiet, you know? You just gotta choose something from these. So I guess we gotta start. Basically, obviously Twilight. Guys, come on. Twilight is the best series. Unfortunately, I have only 2 books. The third one I haven't read, but I've watched like movies and they're totally different. And hell, I don't remember whether I read this book or not. I just read this one. Hold on. I just gotta check this real quick. Hold on. I'm just dumb. I extracted my audio and now you can't hear what I was saying. Hell no. I have no clue how to edit. I'm so dumb. I literally extracted my audio and now you can't hear my voice at all. So I was just gonna like to do something with it. I have no clue. Like, it's gonna sound really old, but I'm just like, Basically, I have to record everything again, and here's I'm telling how, like, I admire this book, but, you know, like, a bunch of people hate this book. Basically, there are 2 groups. Some people admire this, some people totally despise this, can't stand this book, and I guess I'm, like, in the groups that admire this book, because, like, I mean, like, obviously, Lena was extremely irritating. How about everyone? It's literally my crush. He's, like, my book crush and all this thing. I just admire him, and I'm just telling like that I found there like a few quotes, and unfortunately I can't find them. And I read this book quite promptly, as well as there's like the summer vibe and all this thing. Basically, here's I'm complaining about my nose because like I guess I was sick or something like that, and basically I have no clue what the hell is going on with my video. Basically here I'm telling about the love of hypothesis. I gave this book 4 stars and I quite admire this book. Yep. And I have no clue what I can tell you actually. Here I'm telling that again, it's like this book that separates 2 groups. Some people admire this, some people can't stand this, and obviously I found there like some really cool things that I admire. Hypothesis they call, and basically here I'm like showing you like all the things that I admire there in all chapters. Here I'm reading one. Unfortunately now I can't read it, so just like imagine that I'm reading something, but they're kind of fun. And if you read this book, or like at least like read like first chapter, you will get what the hell is that. So hear me being just aggressive. I have no clue. What else can I add you? Boo, boo, boo. Boo. Well, first of all, can you teach me how to edit? And then like let's go to the review of this book, The Seventh Husband of Evelyn Hugo. I give this book like 5 stars. It's like one of my favorite books ever, because actually I learned a bunch of things about Hollywood, and not only, as well as I read it so promptly, and it was just incredible. I want to burp, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Basically, in a nutshell, now I'm telling you that I found a bunch of different quotes, as well as I'm extremely excited about the movie, because I heard there was some gossips that perhaps there will be a movie about this book, and now I'm like reading you a blurb, but I guess it's not really necessarily. However, I have no clue, just guys. I'm not gonna read you a blurb. I have no clue. It's just like about Evelyn Hugo, who is like, and Monica is just interviewing Emily Hugo and all these things, and literally Evelyn Hugo wants to write a book about herself. This book is Let It Snow. It's one of my favorite books as well, because it's about teenagers. It's totally insane, because I had no clue that oh my god, what the hell am I doing here? Like, it just, let's not comment in this scene. Basically, I had no clue that I watched this movie, because when I was 13 years old, I watched this movie with my parents, and then when I picked this book, and I read like half of this, I thought like, oh my god, it's just something similar, I guess I watched this, and basically I googled this, and eventually, yeah, I watched this movie. And it's this book just about teenagers. Moreover, there are like 3 authors, and one of them is I'm sorry, I just remember her surname. Basically, is John Green, and I've read like a few books for him, and he's quite a decent author. And the thing is, there are like 3 authors and 3 different stories. However, they're all the same. They finish the same. Like for instance, they're like approximately 10 different main characters, and eventually they will meet somehow, they will connect, have some, and it's really fascinating, because some people, they can like read the stories like they want, for instance, start not from John Green, because it's his first story, but start from, for instance, Lauren Miracle. I'm really sorry that perhaps I pronounced it wrong. And it's actually really exciting. And the thing is that book is totally different from the movie. For instance, there's some moments that movie doesn't have, or like for instance, there's some totally different things that happen, for instance, like a little bit different. And when you read the book, you imagine characters like totally different. For instance, some of the characters, I imagine them totally different, but then in the movie they look like this. And of course, there's another book called The Latest Whiskey Chalet by Julie Kaplan. I really admire this book and this author in the nutshell, because this like a travel author, as well as she like most of the time she writes her books about like holidays, about traveling, about vacations, food. And this book was about Switzerland, and I read this book while I was in Switzerland, and while I was on the way to Switzerland. So basically I learned a bunch of like cool things from this book. But it wasn't only just like, oh my god, here I'm showing like marks that I'm like I lost for a long time ago, and I was searching for this. But anyways, let's keep with this book. This was really adorable. It was like really romantic in some point, extremely peaceful, and I read it quite promptly. I would give this book 4.5. Definitely would give this book. And it's like a fast reading, I would say. And if you like, for instance, a big fan of like something about food, traveling, this is definitely for you. As well as at the end, I saw the recipe of the Basler Kirschenbrötler. It's something in German, and basically like how I get it in all the books. you can find a recipe or something like that, which is awesome. And I really hope that one day I will cook something in here. So I'm excited about something. I suppose that I'm going to show you something of these. And by the way, I'm showing you this recipe and all the things. And I just hope that I will stop saying basically. I just have no clue, but I kinda head over heels with this word. Yeah, I guess that's it about this book. It's really fascinating. You definitely have to read this book. Another book is Queen's Gambit by Walter Tevis. It's one of my favorite books. I'm just head over heels with this. I'm totally insane about this. It's like actually the best book ever. And after I read this book, I watched the full movie, as well as I read this book extremely, just totally promptly, and I recommend this book to everyone. You definitely have to read. It has to be in your bucket list, in your I don't know. You just definitely have to read this. And the thing is, book just gave me inspiration. And after I read this book, I began to play chess. And the thing is, I've never thought that chess is fascinating. All the time I thought that, oh my god, chess is extremely lame and tedious, like chess play only nerds and all this thing. And eventually I began to play chess, and the thing is, I first things learned in English, for instance, all the different pieces in the chess, for instance, rook, bishop, queen, king, and other things. Pawn, for instance, I learned them in English, and after this I just learned them in Russian. Yeah, cool. And actually nowadays I just play chess every single time, and I want you to read some quotes, because now I'm reading some of the quotes. For instance, quote on the last page: he pushed back his chair, stood up, and then reached down and picked up his king. Instead of setting it on its side, he held it across the board to her. She stared at it. "Take it," he said. And after this, the last quote of this book is just incredible. When she stopped at his table, he looked at her inquisitively, but there was no recognition on his face. She sat behind the black pieces and said carefully in Russian, "Would you like to play chess? Would you like to play chess? Хочешь поиграть в шахматы?" It will be in Russian. Would you like to play chess? Guys, come on, this book is just totally insane. It's about different cultures. It's about the small girl who started playing chess at 8 years old, when she was 8 years old, and it was impossible for girls to play chess, but she was literally she was a woman. She was actual woman. So last but not least is book by Elena Armas again. It is the second part of the Spanish love deception, and the thing is, I way more love the American Roommate Experiment, because there's not a lot of scenes about 18 plus and all these things. It's really adorable, and I would say that Spanish love deception had all the vibrant and graphic things like 18 plus. You got it. And the American Experience, it doesn't have that much, which I really admire about the book. It's actually really adorable, and there were some moments that I haven't expected. For instance, I love Spanish love deception. I couldn't read in the public, because most of the time I read books while I'm on the tram or something like that. And the American Roommate Experience, oh my god, sorry, I definitely can read in public, and I recommend it to everyone. Spanish love deception, I reviewed, I just gave it 4 stars. The American Roommate Experience, definitely 5 stars. Yeah, recommend to everyone. Here, guys, obviously I gotta show you off with my marks for the books. It's really adorable. I have no clue what the hell I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm so happy apparently, and I'm just wishing you good things, positive things. Be healthy, drink more water. It's really necessary. We're all stressful, so you just shouldn't worry about anything. Just live your life, enjoy all the things. I know that I'm 15 years old and I'm giving you advice, but anyways, you gotta be happy. Just enjoy all your moments. Despite everything that perhaps you don't achieve something, that means that life just gives you obstacles, and these obstacles are positive things. It's just positive, you just have to keep going and never give up, obviously. And I'm telling you something else. I'm just telling you have to drink water, do sport, be the best version of yourself, never give up, and wish you good luck. Thank you so much for watching videos, and I hope you like them.